Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Master Heart Family. And this is where we get together similar-minded people, spiritually based people that know on how life plays, that it plays with the non-physical, if you will. Spirit actually makes it happen. We ask to have it happen. And that's a great quote that I had channeled that they gave me the other day, that we ask to make it happen. And maybe you want to write that down. We ask to make it happen, and God, the divine, the universe makes it happen. So we don't have to do the making. We're not about the how. And so we're going to have a great time. You're going to love this time together, that we're going to share the miracles happening with us, the good things, get into some good subjects. Joey said he was at the doctor today, and that the doctor said he could still talk, but he can't sing today. And we're going to talk to that doctor about that, Joey. And we're also going to talk about communication. And, you know, none of us are successful without other people. None of us can be happy without other people. And the art of communication, and to be an angel of communication. And today we're going to ask Archangel Gabriel in. Gabriel is the angel of communication. And all you have to do is evoke, ask angels, it's divine, loving energy to come in. We're the only ones in the whole universe that have the power with our minds to call in these amazing energies to create things that we want in our lives. It will also create what we don't want, depending on what we're thinking about. And most people are thinking about what they don't want, but we're here to think about what we do want. And so communication is critical. And when you become, and all you have to do is ask Archangel Gabriel in, ask to be an angel of communication. And then just some comments about communication, that our committee, you know, that little drunken monkey that's up in our head saying, oh, you can't do this, and how could you say that, and this is bad, and that's bad. And whenever you feel bad, it's your committee talking to you. And so with that committee, that to rise above that committee in your communication, and your committee says that you better watch what words you're saying, okay? But actually 60% of our message is with our body language. 30% is with our tone of voice, and only 10% is the words. And again, Archangel Gabriel will give us the perfect body language, will give us the perfect tone of voice and the perfect words. So we don't have to do the work. You don't have to figure it out. You just need to show up feeling good, feeling happy, knowing that you have all this love and support and guidance. And so we'll get more into communication later on. But now let's hear from the Master Heart family and what's going on in your lives. What do you have to share? What questions do you have? We're open and we're ready for you.
I'm chasing my dogs down the street now. They took off. So, but I was just going to tell Joey, I feel like there's going to be a miraculous healing today while we're doing our meditation, so that he'll be able to sing solo for all of us today. I think that would be fabulous.
We can't hear you, Carolyn. We can't hear you at all.
Are you running like my doggy? Got him.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And yeah, and so I love that miracle, and that, yeah, we have the power to overcome any and everything. One of the Master Heart family members, that they were told by doctors that they need to continue taking these shots for their supposed cancer, and they just decided, you know, it doesn't feel good. I'm not going to do that, and so they stopped doing it. The miracle happened, and the doctor said, "Wow, you're recovered. You must have taken all your shots." And, you know, no, that we just asked for it and we can get it, to include Joey's voice. Yeah, to ask for miracles. But that's a good one, Carolyn, too, is to ask for miracles. If you don't ask for it, so it's ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find it, knock. I love that one. Knock, and the door shall be open. But we have to ask. If we don't ask for miracles, so right now, why don't each one of us just think to ourselves, don't have to share, but what miracle do you want to have happen in your life? And so think of maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a deal gone south, maybe it's a situation, that your health, but when you ask for a miracle, ask for a miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was someone going to say something there?
So explain that, Dr. Hank. Ask for a miracle.
Yeah.
Means that you
Yeah.
don't already have it.
Well, we have to ask for it that God can't come in, the universe can't come in. We have free will. We've been given free will. And so because of that free will, that they, which makes it happen, can't do anything unless you call it forth. And so it can't make decisions for you. So if you're thinking about what you don't want, like, oh, geez, my business is going south, that's your prayer. And what we've been taught is to be conditioned of face reality. And so when we face reality, that we just get more of what we don't want if the reality is what we don't want. And so we have to change the way that we think, and then we have to ask for it. We have to do that asking. And so and the reason why I asked all of us to think about what's a miracle that you want to have happen in your life. If you don't ask for it, you're not going to get it. And so another great way, like when you're in a situation, we've talked this before, but this works just wonders. And that it's this idea about this situation is now easily and quickly resolved in my favor. I mean, that is a magical statement, but you have to ask for that. It's not going to be resolved unless you ask for it. Otherwise, we just get life by default. And so I had someone the other day say to me, hey, I have these situations where my wife says stuff and it upsets me. And so from now on, Dr. Hank, I just want to talk about how I can address that when the wife, says this. And I said, why would you already have momentum of what you don't want? And why would we talk about more about, oh, your wife is saying whatever? And that instead, we need to go before it happens and say the way that we want it. And this is why the Joy Shop is so important, especially to become a deliberate creator, to pre-pave our day the way we want it. And so to pre-pave that, wow, my wife and I really connect more meaningfully than ever. We have wonderful communication. We get along better. And this word better is so powerful. Don't specifically say, hey, that this person says this and does this. Instead, it's that it's better. We're getting along better. Things are getting better in my life. So, Joey, to be able to ask for miracles, see, and most people don't have miracles. I have miracles happening all the time in my life. And the only reason why I do, it's not because I'm special, or better said, I'm special, but so are all of we, as long as we are going to ask for it. And you can be as general as, I want to ask for a miracle. Yesterday in my Joy Shop, I was just getting into the world and how beautiful the world is, the beautiful people like each one of you, the beautiful people that are here, the sun and the animals. And I want to see more of that, and the plants and the flowers. And so, like yesterday, I saw a roadrunner for the first time ever, a roadrunner, yeah, run across the street in front of my car. beep, beep. Roadrunner cartoon, beep, beep. And I went like, oh my God. And that took me back to my childhood and the beep, beep and that cartoon and everything. And it just made my heart sing. And it's like, this world is just amazing. Last night, we're sitting outside and it's in the evening, it's getting darker now. And I had asked for in my joy shop about seeing the moon and the stars. And I wasn't consciously, I was just outside, and I have a roof over us, but I can kind of see the sky. And all of a sudden I picked up something and I look up and there the moon is. And I went, oh, but I asked for stars too, and I couldn't see any stars because it was still a little bright. And so I just stepped out to the on the grass, and there they are, and like 4 stars, and it's just like, this is what it's all about. This is what life is about. It's just enjoying this beautiful life, but I have to ask for it. I have to ask for the world to show me the beauty, and then I'll see it. For the people to come, for the business to come, for the happiness to come, all of it, all we have to do is ask, and we need to do it daily. Why? If anything, we have so much mass consciousness, TV, people talking on social media and everything. We are bombarded by committees, by their committee members, and what I call mass consciousness, which is what Archangel Michael talked about, being a cloud around the world. And so there's like this dark cloud around the world, but each of us have the power, like we did last week, to lift that cloud and to have the light shine on us. Yeah.
Love it. Hey, Dr. Hank, what was that statement you made? The situation is quickly being resolved in my favor. What did you say?
Yeah. So this situation, so it can be a deal went south, can be a relationship, can be my health. This situation is easily and quickly resolved, now, right now, in my favor. Oh, and I'll share a little secret with you. So a little something that I did that I don't know, a couple months ago, that I drove down in a school zone. I'm going 25 the speed limit, and when I turned right, I didn't see any school zone things, and there weren't any people around, or no kids or anything. And so I speeded up, but not too much. And then there was a new speed limit that was like 40 miles per hour. And I saw a cement truck that was in the left lane. And and he put on his left blinker, and I'm going to go left too. So I speeded up a little and I passed the guy. And all of a sudden I look and I have a police officer behind me and the lights, and I get pulled over. And he goes, do you know you were going 45 in a 25 school zone? And I said, no, I wasn't. Look over there. The sign says 40, on it, and in that cement truck. And he kind of looks at me like, what sign and what cement truck? Goes back to his car, writes me a ticket. So I said, and I just let it go. Then I said, this situation is easily and quickly resolved now in my favor. And on Friday, I get a letter saying, never mind. They basically tossed it out. And I know why, because he told me that he videotaped it. And like he was trying to, say like, oh, I got the proof. But at that speed limit, I knew I was out of, the speed zone. But I asked, it could have gone to wherever. I just asked simply what I want. And so it could be those things, those are bothersome. We don't like speeding tickets. And there are things, but you can just ask for anything to be resolved. And so I've had business situations that seem to be impossible. And physical things that seemed like no cure. And now I'm healthy, happy me. Yeah. So thank you, Joy. Yeah.
Nice. I love that line. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's a powerful line. And see, it's this thought, and this is where the fastest man in the world said that after he won the 100 meter, and he wasn't supposed to win and everything, and people thought he had a big ego as he said he was, but he said, no, I believe that whatever I state, whatever I say, I can put into existence. And he won the gold medal. It's just like unbelievable. And for us to believe in, I had a client who, all my clients and friends that I guide and supervise and I love and help. And he just said, I just can't buy into this, thing over there, God, or, whatever. I just can't buy into it. And so I gave him that example. And I said, well, the racer, the runner, he bought into it, and look what happened. I've done it, and look what happened with me. I'm independently wealthy and happy and healthy and whatever that, we literally created. So just look around and you'll see the miracles happening. And that's why we're so powerful, the Master Heart family, is because we are able to share the miracles that happen in our lives. And to give people faith and hope that, wow, there really is something. See, because we've been also told, I'll believe it when I see it. And that's not how it works. We got everything flipped upside down. It's when I believe it, I'll see it. Ooh. And that's Wayne Dyer, and just channeled Wayne Dyer there. That's Wayne Dyer. I think he wrote a book called that, and he was spiritually connected, the divine. And that, yeah, it's all about, what you're saying to yourself, what you believe. So if you believe you have the power to be, do, and have anything, you can. Yeah, beautiful. And
nice.
Yeah. So other thoughts? Who wants to share some good news? Or some miracles? Or have a question, a comment? You guys have been a little quiet recently. We want to speak up a little. It's not the Joey show. Or maybe it is.
Yeah, come on, Carolyn. You seem to have a lot to say earlier.
About you, Joey. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I always have a lot to say, Joey, but I've had a lot of little small miracles happening in my life too. Same kind of thing. Just a lot of just, I guess the biggest difference is, as of yet, finance stuff has not changed yet, but I just have like this tremendous sense of peace, just knowing it's coming, it's here. I'm getting ready to go on vacation, and I was Dr. Hank and I talked about it. I was a little stressed about maybe I shouldn't be going on vacation because I need to be making money and that type of thing. And I'm just I've kind of got things, I feel like, in a little bit better perspective now that I'm just kind of going with, well, I'm just going to have fun every minute of every day and take the inspired actions of the things that we need to do. And so just enjoying life.
It's beautiful, Carolyn. And a few things that, and you call them small miracles, but gosh, I just think everything is a big miracle, It's really just amazing, everything that's happening. And whether we find a penny on the ground, or, someone smiles at us, or, we get a big deal, or, whatever it is. And because God can make a thimble or a castle, and it's no big deal that whatever you're asking for, you can get. And and we're back to this money thing, and we talked money. I think last week we had talked a lot about the money thing, and and you did say, Carolyn, in that money is here now. You did say it's coming, and the way I like to look at it is everything, if it's in the present moment, then it's happening now. If we say, well, it's coming, but it's not here. And so it'll just keep on coming, okay, and not be here. So for us to be in the present tense, and an easy way to do that is to look at, hey, I want more business. I want more easy money. I'd call it easy money because you can get money, but it's really hard to get to and it's no fun and, whatever. And so easy money. And when I ask for easy money, that the way that I imagine it and see it, because it's all about your imagination, that, what you're thinking, and that I imagine my angels going out and gathering up all my goodies. So they're gathering up the clients, they're gathering up thoughts from me, they're making me a magnet to attract the people and the circumstances and the events to what I want. And so it's all happening right now. So the money is here. And I love, Carolyn, your statement on, yeah, I just want to have fun. And that's what this is about. The more we can feel better, the higher our vibration, and thus the better our point of attraction.
Yeah,
And
and
to
I
a
think
point,
people are attracted when we are in that state of mind, for
yeah,
sure.
they
So,
want you. Yeah,
yeah,
they want
I've
you.
had,
They,
I think I saw 5 or 6 people last week on one day, and I think all of them except for one have like asked for more information. So that's pretty
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like and kind of skip the one, on that day. Not even going to talk about
No,
it.
I'm
Think
not
about
skipping them. They're coming. They just haven't responded yet. They're
yeah,
just
yeah, there
busy.
you go. And then yeah, and I just love, I go out and I share the good news and people love it. And it is because of your vibration. And it's this idea about our communication, that how are we communicating? And what are we communicating on this to be able to how are we vibrating? Because people can pick up. See, when we were babies, that we could pick up the vibration of our parents or whoever, whatever. We could tell if they're mad, happy, whatever. And we're vibrational beings. And whether we know English or not, whether we were just born or not, we're vibrational beings. So people, without being conscious of it, are vibrationally picking up you. If you're happy and easygoing and fun, people want to be around that. They want to be around that energy. And I was just looking at like the Olympics, and I just love the Olympics because of the stories mainly, and the way they can uplift and show the magnificent of us human beings, that the magnificent bodies that we have, what our bodies are capable of doing. And I love watching the finals of the men's basketball. The women's was good too, but the men's basketball was Steph Curry. He was just energized, and he just gets so energized that he just starts throwing three-pointers, and and they just keep on going in. And like nobody in the history of the world has ever done this. And he's not a real tall guy. He's not, but it was his desire. And he wanted to be the best three-point shooter. And to see that energy, that excitement, that it excited me. And it excited all the players he played with. And they're all millionaires, make lots of money, and real good too. They were all fired up. And so it's like, that's what you want to be around. You want to be around, and that's what this is all about, is to raise our vibration. So this week, we have the best week. We realize that we're in control. We get to ask for it. We're the ones that create our own experience. And so now, no matter what has happened in the past, which by the way is all a blessing because you're here right now with us, enjoying this, experiencing this, and that because of the past is why you are here and why you have the opportunity to make this week the best week ever. There's nothing to worry about. Worry just brings more worry and less of whatever you're worrying about. If you're worrying about not enough money, you just pray not enough money and you'll get not enough money. And so it's all easy and it's all fun. Yeah. Mr. Zoom Steven.
Mr. Zoom Steve calling, not the first time. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is great. It's funny you sparked something with the penny, because everywhere I go I see pennies, nickels, dimes. But the funny part is I see feathers, and I've seen feathers a couple times lately that where I've been maybe a little frustrated, or things just aren't maybe the way I want it to go. So I'm a little frustrated. So, you know, out walking, but I have a place where I go up Mill Creek Canyon. Actually, I got about 4 spots that I go, but I chose this one. And it was funny because something got unliked there because there was feathers everywhere. And that was the funny part. I'm like, oh, so that was, but the point was not one feather, but like 1,000 feathers. So
Wow.
the blessings are everywhere, even though the way they were there wasn't the best. Yeah. If the message was still, the principle of feathers was there, and there was a ton of them.
Yeah.
So I just have to.
What is your definition? What do you think the feathers are representing you? What do you think we're hit? Yeah. And so one of the things that we were doing, see, we're always giving hints to you, to guide you, to support you, to love you, to everything you want. And one of the reasons for feathers is angels, and that it's your angels. So you will all see feathers this week. And why will you? Because you don't have any resistance towards seeing feathers. If I say you'll have $1 million this week, you're, I won't do it. You got a bunch of resistant thoughts.
Right.
And so you'll all see feathers. And I want you to text me, you know, call me, whatever, on when you see feathers, because you'll start seeing feathers this week. And it's us angels helping you to remember, we want to help you. Ask us, we'll guide you to what you want. And I love that you said, Stephen, about, yeah, when things weren't going the way that I thought they should be. See, that's just the committee. Everything is playing out perfectly. You know, that police officer, if you will, with my experience, that was a beautiful experience. While I was going through it, I thought, like, wow, this is cool. I haven't had this experience in, I don't know, 50 years or something. I got red lights behind my car. I love this. And I know that the outcome, it's just going to be fun. It's another new exciting thing. Yeah. And it actually has helped me to be a little bit safer driver. I do confess sometimes I go a little over the speed limit. And so it helps save my life, if you will, you know, I'm a very courteous driver, but I usually just like to get in front of everybody so I don't have to deal with it. And so now I just,
what's the problem?
Yeah. So now I just go in the right lane and I enjoy more. I'm able to see more. And so it's like, it just keeps on leading to better and better if I've been deliberate and intentional and said that I want to see the wanted in everything. And that's another great thought to write down, is I want to see the wanted in everything. Okay. And when you say that you'll all of a sudden start seeing, oh my gosh, that look at this good thing. You know, I found the good out of this. I went to, and I'll give you an example. I love using personal examples. I'm working with a few clients in the pawnbroker industry. And so I figured I'd go into a store, a pawnbroker store. And there's 2 beautiful buildings. One's a pawnbroker and one's a Spanish, Hispanic grocery store. Okay. Well, I walked in the wrong store. I wanted to go into, and they both look exactly the same. And I came, and because I'm a more careful driver, you know, and I just park and I go in and I go, oh, this is the grocery store. I meant to go next door. But I thought, what a cool experience. Well, they have freshly made a flatbread and chips and a bunch of stuff. So I bought a bunch of this freshly made stuff, brought it home. We just loved it. You know, everything's good. You know, it's not like I'm not going to have the committee yell at me that I went in the wrong store. Who cares? And when you think about it, how many times do, you know, we get upset over things or other people, what they're saying or doing? They're just doing the best job that they can. Yeah. So that's wonderful, the feathers, and just start seeing feathers, thinking feathers, angels. Yeah.
And the other one is, like you said, you gave me lemons, I made lemonade, you know, and it was great, you know.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, and this finding the penny is that this has really been a blessing to a lot of us when we appreciate that, oh, I just found money. Well, if you're thinking about, oh, I just found money and can I have more? You'll get more. And it won't be pennies. It'll be a lot more. And so just love everything and love every moment because every moment is a present. Yeah, beautiful. Other
Dr.
thoughts?
Hank.
Yeah, Joey.
You know, I want to go back to something you said a little while ago about the miracle, and when Carolyn said,
Yeah.
you know, I had a couple small miracles happen and stuff, and you know, like I've learned, like whenever I'm working with a client or something like that, is I always ask them, like, who defines the size of your miracle, whether it's big or small, you know,
Mhm.
and they'll say, well, ultimately we'll get to I do, you know, they we define it for ourselves, and in that it's like, okay, if that's the case, why would I ever want to have a small miracle? Why would I ever want to have a small breakthrough or small good things happening and stuff, you know? And as we
Mhm.
build on those, it builds our
Mhm.
appreciation for those things, which only brings in more of those things at bigger levels. So
Yeah,
ending up being a multimillionaire can start with being really appreciative for finding those pennies.
absolutely. That's the route. That's the path.
Yeah.
It's just one step at a time.
Yeah.
And that a miracle's a miracle.
So I was glad you said that. It was a good reminder of that. That miracles are
Yeah.
miracles. I get to determine how big they are in my life.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly. And they're all huge. And we all appreciate, them and it's good. So let's get into and thank you, Joy, there, then and
Mhm.
Carolyn, Stephen, and that, it's just beautiful that so this whole idea about communication that as we become angels, and so you're going to see feathers now this week and forevermore if you allow it. Like if I mention the word like white, and so a white feather, and you'll see white feathers, and you'll see a lot of white too, like kind of what's behind me right now, some white, that it's just coming in, and Archangel Gabriel is a white color, a white light, a white energy, and white angel dust, and can help us become angels of communication. And with communication, that everything can be more fun, easier, better, and more miracles for us. And communicating not only with people, but with the divine and with your angels and with God, with Jesus, with Buddha, and whoever, that all those that have walked before us are here with us right now. And so let's go to that place. And I would invite you to close your eyes as long as you're not driving. And close your eyes and let's invite that angel of communication in as we first relax. And so I'd like you to breathe in deeply, 5 seconds in. And 5 seconds out. Oh, and just release and let go of anything from today, this weekend, anything that's troubling you. Allow your troubles to flow out of you. Breathe in, breathing in the breath of God, and breathe out. Oh, and just let go. Let God relax and allow. And breathe in. And breathe out. And just start at the top of your head and open up your crown. Allow the loving energy of God and all that is to flow in you now. Relax your forehead and continue to breathe deeply. As you relax and become meek and inherit the earth, relax your eyes, relax your jaw, relax your neck and your shoulders, feeling so relaxed, so at one with the divine. Relax your arms. Feel the loving energy of God flow through your arms now. Breathe in. And relax your throat, your lungs, your chest. Just feel so relaxed, so in love, so at ease. And breathe in, and as you breathe in the breath of God into your heart. And open up your heart wide. And show your love on who you really are. Show it to yourself and to the world as you open up your beautiful heart. Relax your heart. Feeling the presence of God Almighty with you now. Relaxing your stomach and all your amazing and incredible organs. Relaxing your hips and your thighs. Allow relaxation to flow down your body now. Down your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet. Feel this beautiful relaxation now in you. Feel the love of God in you and all around you now. You feel so at one with your inner being, with your higher power. You're raising your vibration now. You're opening up your mind. You're in the perfect position now to invite Archangel Gabriel in. And Archangel Gabriel, we invite you in, the angel of communication. We invite your light, white light, into our thoughts now. Have us be those angels of communications with our thoughts and our words. Come in with your white energy into our emotions, having us feel better, having us communicate in the most perfect, divine way. And we ask, Gabriel, that you come in with your white angel dust and just float that dust like snow upon us and every pore of our body, and it flows into our circulatory or blood system now. Every cell is your loving energy, your communication that now flows through us. It feels so good. And we ask now that when all and any beings communicate to us, that we not only listen, but we hear that communication. Their communication to us touches our minds, touches our hearts. We have full understanding of what they are communicating to us and what they want. We just love that we have the perfect answers and solutions as well. We love on how they're communicating so effectively to us, and we're receiving magnificently into our beingness. And when we respond now in any and all communication to everyone and everything that we communicate in this divineness, in this white energy and light and angel dust that swirls around us now. And we now have the perfect vibration as we communicate back to those that have communicated to us. And we have the perfect vibration and energy, the perfect thoughts, the perfect understanding, and answers and solutions. We're just so excited to share this good news, the good communication, with the understanding and with the answers and the solutions, with the perfect body language, with the perfect tone of voice, the perfect thoughts and words that flow out to those that we communicate, just as an angel of communication that we are now. And they not only listen, but they hear us. We touch their minds, we touch their hearts, with our loved ones, with our friends, with our clients, the people we work with the divine. We touch their souls, and they just love our understanding of what they have communicated to us, and they love our answers and solutions, and they feel so good. And together, that we rise up feeling just with this perfect angelic communication with each other. And we now walk down the corridor of joy with the doors of abundance opening wide for us, the doors of our and their desires and their dreams being realized now with more happiness, the doors of laughter, of love, of joy, of peace, of more easy money, more of an easy life, more business, more of everything we want now opens up as we just glide down this white divine corridor, our lighted path for ourselves and all those that we are with in mind, body, and spirit. And feel the presence of Archangel Michael upon you now. This loving energy and light and angel dust, making you glow now. You just glow of this whiteness. See the whiteness in your eyes, your mind. Feel the white energy just oozing from you. You are now the angel of communication. You turn everything into this white angelic nature. The perfect words, perfect thoughts, perfect body language, perfect tone of voice, and all the understanding and answers and solutions for ourselves and others are here now. And for this, we give thanks. Breathe in. And breathe out. Oh, feeling so good on top of the world. So happy, loving who we are, the communicators that we are now. It's so divine, so perfect. It's a miracle. And we have each received a miracle now. And for this, we give thanks. Breathe in. And breathe out. And this whiteness this loveness is with you now. And I invite you back into the room, back into your chair. We're going to go from 3 to 1, and at 1, now open up your eyes to the white light, energy and angel dust of Gabriel. And 3 is for the Trinity, as our mind, our body, our spirit, emotions, and breath are all together as one now, and all highly vibrating this beautiful place with our point of attraction higher than ever. And 2, and that is for the oneness with the 2, you and your higher power, you and God together at 1 now. And when I say 1, we'll open up our eyes and welcome this beautiful divineness with us throughout this day, this week, in our lives. And 1, open up your eyes to the brightness of all that is, the whiteness. I feel good, do, like I knew that I would. So good, so good, so good. Yeah, that's all we need for everything that we want. So, other thoughts, comments?
I think this was the best yet ever.
Well, that's beautiful, Lori, and yeah, it's all what we're able to allow, and so you
It just
just
keeps
allow.
getting better and better and better and better.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, it just keeps on getting better and better and better and better. That's all you need to say. That's all you need to think, and know that, yeah, it's just all getting better. Whenever contrast comes, just know that that's there. God put that in your path, on your path, in order to create it even better. And so it's like, oh my gosh, I love that police officer. I love that Penny. I love that I can't see the stars until I look, and then I see the stars. And you are all a star. Yeah. Beautiful, Lori. Thank you. Other thoughts, comments?
That just felt really good.
Yeah, that's great, Joey. Yep, and that's really all we need, that, to feel good. And why do we want to feel good? That's where God is. And so God is in joy. And that's why we want anything, any desire that you have, it's to help you to feel better. And, and so again, none of us, we don't have enough money that we want, or whatever it is that, like, we're actually just fine if we don't think that ever again, and just think that there's plenty. And I like looking at everything as, and it's true, this is how it is, as there is air, there is everything else in this world that you want, and plenty of it. You've never said, hey, quit breathing my air. There's not enough of it. There's plenty of air and money and love and joy and relationships and business and everything you want. And all you need to do is ask for it. And you have these beautiful energies, loving energies from God that can guide you there. And that includes the energy of Gabriel, and to help us to become even better communicators. And Lori, the way that you just described that it's, better, it was angelic. Joey, the way that your tone of voice was, it's, yeah, it felt
Even
so
the way
good.
it's breaking up right now.
Only because it's getting close to that time. It's getting close to that time.
It's like
Any
a
other
miracle.
thought? Yeah, it's a miracle. Let's call in the miracles, baby. Okay, everybody, let's unmute yourselves and let's get ready to sing.
I
We
think
like
Carolyn
to
had something.
Oh, Carolyn.
No, I just took my mic off so I could
Oh, I
sing
thought you
along
meant
with
this. I'm
Joey.
sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
did you see my?
Sing
I
along
think-
with Joey.
Yeah, we're all gonna
love
sing
to
along with
sing
Joey, baby. We like to laugh and have more fun. We like to laugh
And
and
have
have
more
more
fun.
fun. For we are the chosen ones.
For we
For
are
we
We
are
are
the
the chosen
ones.
ones.
Joey, you're doing good, man.
you.
Angelic communication is our new game. Angelic
Angelic communication is our new game.
Connecting meaningfully is now our middle name. Connecting meaningfully is now our middle name.
It's real difficult.
Couldn't get that one.
It was a tricky one. To
It was.
communicate is our divine right. To
To communicate is our divine right.
As we shine Gabriel's divine light. As we shine
Gabriel's
Gabriel's divine light. Sound off. We are angelic communicators. Sound off. We are angelic communicators. One more time. Sound off. We are angelic communicators.
Sound off. We are angelic communicators.
Everybody's doing solos today. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, look at that. Joy, baby, and Carolyn, Martha, and Lori. Woo! Doggies.
Thank you, Dr. Hank. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
You all. Love you all.
Have an
And
amazing,
look for those
amazing
white
day.
feathers, baby. They're coming your
Yeah.
way.
I saw feathers yesterday. I see feathers too.
There you go. Beautiful. Okay,
Thank you,
love you
Steve,
guys.
for sharing your feathers.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.